1, 2, testing, testing. 1, 2. Already.
All right, all right, all right. So I am with Fey Musu, and the show is
Africa Diaspora.
okay. Fei, when does your show air?
My show airs on Saturdays at 3 o'clock, from 3 to 4.
And is it live or pre-recorded?
It's semi pre-recorded live. I mean, I do pre-recorded and put it live on Saturday with me here doing Facebook Live.
Okay, and Fei does what I'm talking about titles. What title do you like using? Some DJs like DJ, some like radio personality, radio host. What do you prefer?
Oh, I call myself DJ Fei. So
DJ Fei. Tell me about Africa Diaspora.
Africa Diaspora. It's a collection of African music, African sound from the continent of Africa, and it goes from north, south, east, west, all throughout the 54 states that are in Africa.
Wow. So I'm going to jump right to this. Is that your target audience? What exactly is your target audience?
No, my target audience is everybody, and it's very global. It's the foreign community, it's the American people, it's the African American people, it's the African. It's really anybody.
Okay.
It's just my purpose is to bring, first and foremost, to the foreign community, the African sound, how Africans play, the African music, whether it's folkloric, whether it's with acoustic, or whether with a format, just bring to the community African music.
That jumps right into the flavor. What's the flavor of your show? When I talk about the flavor, I mean the creativity. What is it? I guess you're speaking to it really now.
It's in it. I mean, we do acoustic, we do instrumental, we do pretty electronic stuff, we do vocal, we do a cappella. I mean, it's broad. It's broad.
You know what? I'm going to ask you, but I want to talk to that after you're done. What makes your show unique?
What makes my show unique is it's first of all music that people may not have heard of.
Uh-huh.
They may compare it to Jamaican music. They may compare it to Caribbean music, which is similar because of the source of where those music came from.
Okay.
Which is rooted in the continent of Africa.
Okay.
And then when we bring in our own culture in that music, when we bring in our own African flavor and make it more lively and hip moving and foot shaking and body spasmatic, I mean, it's all in there.
Come over here and get these shots over here. That's awesome shots. You know what I love about your show? Speak to this also, is that you engage.
I do.
Your people.
I do engage with the audience, especially when on the live book, seeing the comment. And I wish I want to get to the point where I can do a live show with requests, people requesting music online, and I just go to my library and play the music they're requesting. But I'm not there yet, so it might take a little while before I get to that point.
You are taking me right through these questions. So has it evolved from where you started?
Absolutely.
Tell me how.
My style of presentation, my style of presenting it to the global world, the style of operating all those keyboard and all. Yeah, it really did evolve. The show that I have first day when we started about 2 years ago is completely different than the show that I have now.
I love that. So, listen, when I like to talk about emotions, that emotions move people, have you considered what emotion that you want to ignite? Is it catch fire? Is it arouse? Is it to provoke? Is it to trigger or stimulate? What is the emotion that
it's more to trigger. For some people that are not familiar with the African music, is to trigger and wake up their interest. For the one that knows the African music, is just
revive it
and bring all those emotion from the past, all those nostalgic moment that we had, and where we were dancing to those music. Because the variety of music that I play are pretty much oldies and newbies, and then futuristic music. So it touches very much all kind of age bracket of people.
That's pretty good. Okay, so, gosh, I don't want to stop this interview, but here's the last question. As succinctly as you can, in 2 sentences, if you can, what does community radio mean to you?
Community radio, to me, it's a radio that is broadly and wide open to the community without having to spend millions and millions of dollars to make it happen, with dedicated DJs that are really there, not necessarily for the money, but more so the connection with the community.
I love that. Thank you. So, final thought?
Well, it's great that I'm being interviewed by a colleague that is a DJ with me and understand the purpose of why we are here to make that community radio work. If we're putting our sweat, we're putting our time, we're putting our knowledge, we're putting our families,
right.
we just make it happen.
And the final thought the name of your show again in the times?
My show is called Africa Diaspora, and it airs Saturdays from 3 o'clock to 4 o'clock Eastern Time.
And how can they tag you on Facebook?
My Facebook's name is Fey Musu, and then look me up and come and join me. It's going to be fun.
Yeah. Thank you. Oh, very good. Thank you, sir.
Right.